What's up gamers, it's time for the S&box news. This week we have the new dev blog for September. It has a lot of cool new interesting things in it. But first, let's take a peek at Construct and see all the new changes to it. Here we can see they added the gates to the car parking lot and the ticket machines. Walking along the buildings here, we can see they started to get some detail. They look pretty realistic, although they are all basically the same brick over and over, so I don't know if they'll all stay the same brick. Here we can see this building actually has a weird dirty white plaster on it. Speaking of dirty, here we have the underside of the bridge. This area has been detailed and it looks extra green and dirty now. If you look closely, you can see the green goop blending in to the bricks. Also earlier, you might have noticed these new fists that were added. There's no third-person animations for it yet, just the idle. And I believe these first-person animations are actually straight from Gary's mod. It's a placeholder, so I can click and I can punch. That's wild. Now let's look at the dev blog and see what's new. Here's the entity list, which I've covered 2 videos ago. You should go watch that right now if you haven't seen it. The streamer API was finally implemented, so we can connect our Twitch account and we can have interactive live streams with a Twitch chat. Earlier today, Gary Newman was showing this off on his Twitch stream. He live streamed this painting thing where anybody could come in and they could type in a command to place down a color on one of these pixels. It was thrilling. Here we can see more environment props. I believe we've seen most of these except for these fences and some of these garbage props here. They look very realistic. We can see them in more detail here, where they were working on fake branding for the game. So we can see Checkers Pizza, orange flavor, the fast food, burger, squares, blue rat, and bright lemon and lime. And here we can see, I think this is supposed to be an F. It's in a weird font, so it's hard to tell. F mama? Maybe it's a J? But J or F or possibly some other letter. Maybe this is a music note. Mama, burger and fries. So I guess this would be like a restaurant. Here we can see some stickers. I guess these would be placed on dirty props. And here's 2 posters. Here we can see the drink cans in more detail. Blue rat, bright and orange. No sugar, no flavor. And here we can see a paper bag. This is an interesting QR code actually. I wonder what it leads to. Here's a very exciting thing. We can now make custom shaders. I haven't looked into how this works. It looks like we can write shader code files. I guess there's our .vfx files, and we can make custom shaders now. That opens up a ton of possibilities graphics-wise, so you might start to see some very impressive looking things soon. Speaking of graphics, we can actually do post-processing effects now. This is thrilling. It opens up so many possibilities. We can see the weird fisheye effect, and depth of field, and even a grayscale shader here. We also have improvements to VRAD, the light compiler. This is more graphics options. Here we can see a before and after of the new change. It looks like they implemented irritant's color scale for VRAD. So basically, it makes your maps look better. There's also a few improvements to Hammer, the level editor. We can now set tags to entities in Hammer. To be honest, I can't think of many specific use cases for this, but it looks like one of them is filtering out which entities can activate something like a trigger. So previously we had a list where you could select things like players, physics props, and dynamic props. But now it looks like we can use activation tags to specifically determine if we want players, vehicles, and we can even add special tags to props. So this prop is tagged with my prop, and then if we look here, we can see the activation tag for this trigger includes my prop. So that would mean this prop would activate this trigger, but other props that aren't tagged with this would not. So that's very useful for map makers. Something else that's very useful for map makers is Hammer curves. So we can now define a curve function in Hammer. This can be used for things like easing doors and elevators. So in source 1, if we had an elevator, it would just start at full speed and then instantly stop. But here we can see we can actually tweak it and make it smoothly transition in and out, or just randomly go up and down like we can see here. Now let's go back in game and look at the updates to the RTS Eclipse Map. It looks like this map has gotten an art pass, and it looks insanely detailed now. Yep, here it is. This is actually my first time looking at it since the big update. So previously, this map was actually red, and now it looks like it's turned into a white landscape with purple blotches of, I think this is mulch. It's an alien planet. It looks very interesting, and we can see the big monument here in the middle. It definitely looks very unique. Well, that's it. Like, comment, and